Well, welcome back to the Gobby Gaffer. It's live stream number 4 now. Yeah, it is still number 4. I aborted Monday night's live stream because there was actually, I didn't know at the time, but there was actually quite a nasty fault on my internet, and my upload speed was pretty horrific. But it's back to normal now. my internet speeds are not great, but apparently we are due to get fibre in the area, so we should have super duper speeds shortly. Anyway, less of that. Those are my problems. So it's part 4 of this live stream. I am managing Portsmouth Ladies team. I have wanted to manage a ladies team since FM26 came out, and this is the first chance I've had. Managed in all kinds of divisions with men's teams with varying success, but Portsmouth Ladies is a bit of a first for me. So a little bit of background: they are in WSL 2, which is the second division of women's football in England, and not fancied at all. In fact, they were the media prediction for them was to get relegated. So I've taken over a team whose remit is really to get relegated. If we get relegated, then I will get sacked. The first stage of the stream, we were doing very poorly. We were actually working towards the media perspective of not being great at all. But then I did go off camera and changed it somewhat, and I went to a gegenpress 4-2-3-1. So when all else fails in Football Manager, I go to a gegenpress 4-2-3-1. Hiya Stuart, how are you doing, mate? How's the internet? At the moment, fingers crossed, it's okay. Yeah, I've doubled my upload speed. It's still not great, but we are due to get fibre apparently. So hopefully that will come within the next few months. But yeah, so I did change it, and we've gone to, like I say, if all else fails in Football Manager, go to a 4-2-3-1 gegenpress, and it's not guaranteed to fix it, but it has been better for us. So let's jump into the game, and let's have a look what's been going on. So let's just have a look at the fixtures, how we've been doing here. So results still not amazing, but at the end of the day, we are doing a lot better than we were. So the Charlton home game there, I think Charlton are very near the bottom, so we absolutely battered them 5-0. I did put a weakened team out in the League Cup, and we got beat 3-0. We are out of that now, but we do still have to play Bristol City in there, which is a bit of a useless game, but there it is. Hi Stevie, how are you doing? Well, all the signs at the moment are that it's good. I've got excellent on my analytics screen here, and when you get that little green dot with excellent next to it, you know everything's working fine. So let's hope it stays like that. I'm going to try and do one tonight and one tomorrow. I normally do Mondays and Fridays, but obviously I had to abort the Monday one, which is very disappointed, because I want to push on with these Portsmouth Ladies and see whether we can get a team that's worthy of WSL 1. But got a lot of work to do before that. Right, okay, so yeah, that's where we're up to. It's all WSL games. Well, we are in the FA Cup. We beat Huddersfield 3-1, so we're in the hat for the next round of that. But we are out of this League Cup thing. But we do have to play Bristol, which is a bit annoying. But anyway, it is what it is. So I think I've got all my squad on rest. Yes, I have. Okay, let's have a quick look at the... of course, that's not going to do it, is it? We have to go into here, go WSL 2, and then we can have a look. Okay, so until I brought the 4-2-3-1 in, we're actually on XG there as well. Let's do league table. Yeah, until I brought the 4-2-3-1 in, we were languishing in 11th place. Since then, we're doing okay. Yeah, I found the transfer market with the women's, as I know, it's cheaper but less budget. Well, I've still yet to find out, Stuart, because I've only just taken over this Portsmouth team, and I've not really been able to do too much in the transfers. The budgets are a lot lower, obviously, but we have no money whatsoever. So it's going to be difficult, this Portsmouth save. It's going to be very difficult, but I do like a challenge. I'd rather do this than jump straight in and manage Bayern Munich ladies, for instance, or PSG ladies, or Barcelona ladies, probably more to the point, because they're one of the top teams in Europe. So I'd rather do this. Hiya, Alexander, how are you doing? We're not tomorrow since I'm going to Liverpool from Edinburgh. Very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. Yes, I don't know how many I'll get in tonight. It's a weird old thing, this YouTube malarkey. I mean, I'm getting very few new subscribers off the Lulitano one now. Very few, but the subscribers I am putting on are on the live streams. So generally, I normally put about four new subscribers, which is fine. I'm never going to hit 2,000 now, so that's not a worry. Well, not before November. But what's happening between live streams is I'm losing them all. So I'm back down now to 1688, having been on 1691. A hoof it. Yeah, I think you know me by now, Mike. I'm never going to hoof it in Football Manager. But the 4-2-3-1 Gegenpress, it's the default. It works. So let's see if we can. We've won the last two games in the WSL2. So let's see whether we can do the job. Are you going to pay a tribute to Diogo Jota? Good on you, Alexander. Good on you. Okay, let's get on with the game then, shall we? And let's see whether or not we can get a few in tonight, and see whether I can advance the channel a little bit. Okay, let's move through this. So yeah, like I say, my internet is it's back to probably something near normal now, but my normal speeds are not great anyway. Because I live in a flat, and there's no fibre in this area, so it's all copper cabling for me. So I'm always going to have problems. But when I reported the problem, the lady was absolutely brilliant, by the way. She said to me, she said, you're getting fibre installed. I'm like, really? So she said, yeah, let me just check. She said, they're actually doing it as we speak. So she said, you should have it. It's meant to be in January next year anyway, but you might get it earlier. So I said, well, how much is that going to cost? Anyway, she worked it out, and 150 meg is going to be cheaper than I'm paying now for really crap internet. So it's kind of win-win, isn't it, really? I've been trying to narrow formation with Bristol City, 4 at the back, 2 DMs, 2 centre, 1 attacking midfield, 1 striker, 1 10 out of 10 championship games. I do like the narrow formation, Stuart. I really do like the narrow ones. In fact, the Lulitano save, I've kind of come off the winger system, and I'm playing a diamond now in that one. So, although my word, yeah, the less said about the Lulitano one, the better. There's a video going up tomorrow morning. If you want cheering up, don't watch it because it's a bit of a horror show. But anyway, it is what it is. Okay, so we've got Bristol City in the FA Cup. And so Bristol City. So Football Manager, absolutely love this. I don't know whether it's deliberate, this, or whether it's a coding error issue. I don't know. But I don't know whether any of you have noticed it. But whenever you're playing somebody in the league and then the FA Cup is drawn, or the League Cup, you always get drawn against that team as well. So you're basically playing that team back to back, 1 league, 1 cup. So Bristol City now, we're playing them in the League Cup. Well, we've also got them in it's not back to back, but it's Bristol City in the FA Cup. Okay, let's move on to this game. against Bristol City. I don't know whether to play a weakened team here because we're out of this anyway. We have no chance. But then it's continuity, isn't it, really? I've got a great deal, 1 gig a second, 36 a month. Oh my God. Well, correct me if I'm wrong in FM2. You were very against wingers. You're absolutely spot on, Stuart. Yeah, I wasn't against them, but I don't know. I had a thing for diamonds and FM24 that was, whereas FM26 I have gone more towards the wingers, because you have to mix it up, don't you? I mean, okay, I'm saying mix it up. I am playing a 4-2-3-1 Gegenpress once again, but it's to get me out of a hole here because otherwise I'm going to get sacked. Now that may well do great for viewing figures because I can put sacked on the thumbnail and loads of people will watch it. But for continuity, I actually want to see how far I can take this Portsmouth Ladies team. I'm not going anywhere else. It's not a journeyman save this. If Barcelona come in for me, as if, but I'm not going anywhere else. I'm sticking with Portsmouth Ladies and I want to see how far I can take them. Okay, we need to get some games played here. I mean, there are some, when you look at, I mean, I don't know whether I dare tell you what my internet speed is, because some of the speeds are, so what she was saying to me, there's going to be 3 bands on the new fibre. The bottom band is going to be 150 gig. The middle one is going to be 500 and the top one's going to be 900, I think. Bearing in mind, my internet speed now is 24 meg. Engine is different in FM2. Favours wingers and wing backs staying wide, so it's best to play them. Yeah, I mean, it's horses for courses. FM24 was very good for certain things. And who's this? No, I'm a Peacock. Am I using her? Don't recognise the name. Oh, she's in on loan. What's she out for? 4 to 5 weeks. Who is she? Who is she? 17-year-old centre-back, ball-playing centre-back. No, let's not. Let's continue the loan. Because like I say, trying to replace her would be virtually impossible because I don't have the money. Who's this with? It's with Utility Warehouse, Jason. It's a bit of a long story and I won't bore you with it, but I came across Utility Warehouse and I became an agent for them. But I'm not now. But the Utility Warehouse, well, I mean, it swings and roundabouts, isn't it? Their gas, electric, mobile, their fees, as far as I'm concerned, their fees are amazing. I mean, I pay 100 and my latest bill's just come in. I think it's £104 for the month, and that's I don't have any gas, but that's electric, house insurance, mobile phone, and broadband, and I think that's a great deal. But you get a bundle. The more you have with them, the better deal you get. I think I'm a gold card member or something like that. But they're doing all kinds of things now. They branched out since I was with them. But yeah, it's with Utility Warehouse. But it's they so they basically they sub. I think it might be Talk or was it EE? I can't. I think it might be Talk that they use. They basically they sub it out. So. But you know what? I've been in this flat now nearly 6 years, and I've always had that speed, and I've always been doing YouTube, and it's never been a problem really. The odd time I might get a little bit of buffering, but generally it's not been a problem. So it's been okay. But if they're going to give me 150 meg, then who am I to complain? But I have been. I mean, I used to be a computer engineer, so I know a fair bit about these things, and I have been onto them a few times. But they said, "Sorry, you're on the top package that we've got. We can't do any better for you." So it is what it is, isn't it? But like I say, speaking to the lady who fixed my internet for me, she said that we're getting what's happening now? Yes, we already know about that one. You're repeating yourself there, football manager. What's going on? Are you getting old or something? Yeah, like I say, we're getting fibre, and I'm just waiting to see. I mean, I went and I did a little bit of looking myself, and apparently, there is part fibre. I can have part fibre now, so it's fibre to the green box. Then from the green box to here, it's still copper, and I can have that now. But I don't know whether to just wait. I may as well just wait. As long as my speeds stay as they are, I can basically do what I'm wanting to do. Right, I think Rutherford. Let's put row bottom there. Shadow Striker, Kinzer and Barker. Right, let's. I can't play Hutchins. I got an injury there. What was that? It was Dahu, wasn't it? Let's bring Dahu in. I get this bug where the opposition score a couple of minutes later. I look up at the score line and their goal doesn't count. That's a bit. I haven't heard of any bugs like that, Stuart. Recently, most things seem to have been fixed. Apart from getting FM'd, of course. But other than that, most things seem to have been fixed. I had a really weird one the other day. So my left winger was running. This was the Lulatano save. Left winger running down the left wing and basically decided to, in midair, a forward roll and then drop to the floor. And that was directly a goal against us as well, because they picked the ball up, went up the other end and scored. And that was a really strange one. Never seen anything like that before. I was going to make a short out of it, but then I didn't. Right, who have we got at the back then that we can bring in? It is a very small squad, this, isn't it? A very, very small squad. Let's bring Milner in over here. And Wilding is injured. Right, okay. I think we might go with that, actually. Do we change Primer? Let's bring Nixon in over that side. Let's do that, actually. Well, let's give that a save. It's relatively frequent for me, fair few times a season. In the next highlight, the goal's there. Soon after it's gone, utter buffoonery. Well, as we know, Stuart, the football manager is quite good at being a buffoon. So, but you know what? It is what it is. Hopefully, FM27 will be heaps better, and they're spending because they're not doing anything with FM26 now, aren't they? That's it. Now it's what it is. We've got, and that's it. So hopefully they're working on FM27 really hard and ironing all the bugs out. If you have joined the live stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026 and I'm managing Portsmouth Ladies. Right, okay. So I think we have played at Portsmouth home ground, haven't we, in this? But this time we're playing at a much smaller stadium, so I mean I don't expect to win this game. I'm not bothered about this game really. I'm not even bothered about the FA Cup, although maybe a little bit of money coming in. But we do need to. I think if I can finish 7th or 8th this season, then that will do me, and then I can look towards next season then. Are we all missing the World Cup? Okay, here we go. Blue shirts, red socks. Looks really weird to me, but there you go. Seems like the women's teams always have to do something a little bit different, don't they? Like the Manchester City team, they have the blue shirts, but they have dark blue shorts on. Well, at least when I've seen them, which looks really weird. Actually, we've had 5 shots, 2 on target. Shall we give them a demand more? We'll give them a demand more. Final was an awful advertisement for football. The problem is, there is obviously there's a lot of this in football, but Argentina will get away with that scot-free, and their behaviour at the World Cup, has quite frankly, has been appalling. I've lost all respect for Lionel Messi, all respect. I don't respect him one little bit now, because he's such a whinger. They all are, but he's as bad as the rest of them. His arms are in the air all of the time. Whinge, whinge, moan, moan, referee. And I'm like, oh my God, beam me up, Scotty. Okay, I think we can say we're reasonably pleased with that. That's okay. Like I say, it's the result in this one doesn't really matter. And I personally think that. So I was watching the Elliot Anderson interview before coming into City, and then just after it, there was a thing about FIFA, and FIFA have said that the FIFA rules are that after the very last game that they play, they must have 3 weeks break then before they play football again. And I'm like, who are you? FIFA? So you're telling us you've got rules that we have to abide by. So what about Balogun then? What happened with him? Because you bent the rules there. You didn't just bend the rules. You cheated left, right, and centre. That man should be sacked, and it really needs looking into. It's absolutely scandalous. Scandalous. It's I don't know. But it is what it is. The final was brutal. Elliot Anderson, boo. Hopefully there's lots of rumours about at the moment about Rodri. So Perez apparently didn't want him, but then all of a sudden he's had a great World Cup, and 1 or 2 people are in his ear now. So now he does want him. So and what they're going to offer for him? 150. He's a Ballon d'Or winner. 150 million. No, they're looking at about 50 or 60 million euros. And it wouldn't surprise me if City don't go for it. It really did. I mean, I suppose it makes a change, because we normally let players go for nothing, don't we? Gundo and De Bruyne, Zabaleta, Company, Aguero. I mean, there's a whole list of them. David Silva, all went for nothing. Bernardo Silva, all went for absolutely nothing. I mean, the battering City get about finances and stuff, and nobody ever says a word about that. There are certain teams around in the Northwest who sell players for, was it about 150 million, was it, for Coutinho? 150, something like that. I wish we could get bloody values like that. Oh, there we go. Exactly the same goal again. Infantino's a fraud who's more disconnected from football than a doggy scene. I don't know. 1 year left on his contract. There is, Jason, there is. And I get that. I understand that. There's only 1 year left on his contract. But at the end of the day, he's a Ballon d'Or winner. He's just captained Spain to the World Cup. So he's won everything that there is to win in football now. I can guarantee any other player who was in that position, let's say it was Real Madrid, for instance, selling a player, they would want 150 million for him. But City, they're just a soft touch. City, it really bugs me. But then, I'm looking at this with blue tinted glasses on. So at the end of the day, Argentina put a masterclass in how not to show up for a final. Yeah, but they showed up against England, didn't they? It's very, very annoying that showed up against England. 30, 1 year, 55 million is fair. Well, we're all entitled to our opinions, Jason, and it's just this. Yeah, I'm looking at this in the context of the players that we've had in the past and basically let go for peanuts and or nothing. And I've just read a whole list of players out there that they've been great servants to the club and we've won trophies with them. Fantastic. And most City fans have said, great, fantastic, go with our good wishes. But we've got nothing for them at all. And then the one player, and this is what I'm saying, it's in context, the one player who potentially we could get decent money for, it's. I mean, and the other thing as well is Morgan Rogers. Is he worth 118 million? I don't think so. If he's worth 118 million, Rodri's worth 200. Even at 30, 31, even with the injury that he's had. 1 year left on his contract. Wouldn't worry, all United signed. Be looking to come 10th. Yeah, I mean it's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? With United, I'm not sure at all. I'm going to sympathise with them. I'm not going to be angry. They were doing absolutely nothing against England for 59 minutes until Tuchel let them play. Yeah, I mean it is a good point, Mike. But I know it's not a popular opinion. But I have said I feel a bit sorry for Tuchel because he did it against Mexico. Now, I know Mexico, I know Argentina, I know that. But I was talking to my son about it last night at football training. And that one decision that he made and that, 20, 25 minutes of football could have changed his career, basically. Because if that had worked, he'd have been the greatest England manager that was ever, ever, ever alive. It didn't work, and now he's the worst England manager that was ever. Football's like that, isn't it? Sometimes it's the toss of a coin, whether you're great or not great. And I do feel a little bit sorry for him. But, yeah, I mean, and the other thing as well is that what was that player that they brought on? Was it called Del something or other? And as soon as he came on, he was whipping crosses into the box that made Argentina look world class all of a sudden. He'd done nothing in the game and he's whipping these balls in. He played in the final, did absolutely nothing. I mean, Messi didn't do an awful lot, did he either? So, I have Semenyo in my FM save at Norwich. At Norwich, right, FM24. Rodgers and Anderson, average players, 233 million. Yeah, I know. I mean, personally, I do think Anderson is a very good player. I was surprised that he didn't get a little bit more praise playing for England. I think he's a very good player. I mean, Morgan Rogers is a City Youth Academy graduate, and he came through, played a few first team games. They said, oh, well, we don't think, like Palmer, we don't think, So basically, Chelsea have now got Palmer and Rodgers that came from the City Youth Academy. I mean, whether they'll do okay, I don't know. Sometimes if you've got better players around you, you do come through. But I do think Anderson will be a very, very good player for us. But of course, we don't know at this moment in time whether Rodri is staying or going. It's because they're English, exactly. It's because they're English. You don't leave Saka on the bench, no matter how out of form or injury he is. Not for Rodgers. Yeah, I mean it's. I mean, as a City fan, I've seen this so many times when Pep Guardiola has made a decision in a game, and we either lose it or get a draw or whatever, and then the comment section in Blue Moon is just the air's blue. He's the worst manager ever. He'll make the same decision in the game afterwards, and it'll win us the game, and then he's the best manager ever. Football's a weird thing, isn't it? It's I mean, but managers make these decisions. The one worrying thing for me was that I saw was that after the Mexico, was it the Mexico? No, it wasn't the Mexico game. It was the Norway game, and I think it was the Norway game. And Tuchel was the first one to be interviewed, and he said we didn't play well. These players need to step up because if they don't, then we're not going to go any further. He was quite scathing. And then when they brought Bellingham on to be interviewed, they told him what he'd said, and he was like, "Oh, well, I think we played really well. It was very difficult out there. The heat was really bad. The lads put everything they had into the game." And I thought, hold on a minute. And Bellingham, any Real Madrid player, most of the Real Madrid players are like that, aren't they? Bigger than the boot size and very mouthy and gobby and whatever. And I thought, oh, Bellingham meant to be our golden boy. Tuchel, is there going to be some kind of a clash? And that might have happened. Who knows? We don't know, do we really? I think Rodgers is worth 70 million, but Anderson is worth 130. Well, to be honest, Alexander, I don't think any player's worth that kind of money. It's an absolute joke. And the problem is that the grassroots fans who who have been brought up on City, live fairly local, have always gone there. They're getting pushed out more and more and more. For the prawn sandwich brigade, and it needs that kind of supporter. It needs the boxes and whatever to pay for these players, and the ordinary everyday grassroots football supporter is getting pushed out, and these transfer fees are just ridiculous. I had this argument with my brother when he was alive. He was a big City fan, and I had this argument a few times, and he was like, I don't know whether to stop watching football altogether because these wages and transfer fees are just getting so. I don't know whether morally I can sit there and cheer on something that is, it's morally not great. And I kind of agreed with him in a way, but what do? You want to support your team. It's not our money essentially, but then I don't know. I think Rodgers is worth 70 million, Anderson 2 million. Jokes, of course. Yeah, well, it is what it is, isn't it? What we do need to do here, because I know we've got a league game coming up now. I did rest quite a few players there. Right, 3 days' time. So let's give the squad a little bit of a rest up. Just give them a couple of days, I think. But I will be rotating and bringing some what would be considered better players. I just think that Morgan Rodgers is a very average player. I was surprised when Arsenal wanted him, and then he's going. I think he's a very average player. I mean, the jury is out on Anderson. I will fully admit that. What I've seen of him play, he looks a very good player. He's only 23, so he's got a lot of learning to do. So the jury's out on Anderson. But from what I've seen, I feel like Anderson is a better player than Rodgers. But then, who am I to comment on it? This Spain team play possession football, and it's meant to be played not Pep's tiki-taka, but control and press with the ball moving forward fast when there's an opportunity. Spot on, Mike. Absolutely spot on. Yeah, spot on. I'm hoping. I mean, there is talk of Maresca, playing that way, possession based, but when there's an opportunity, get the ball forward quicker. So I'm hoping that's going to happen, but we'll have to wait and see, won't we? But they did deserve to win the World Cup, yeah. And the big shock was England beating France, wasn't it? But I think what happened there was, I think France, I think they came into the competition thinking that they were probably the second best, on if not the second top team in the competition to win it. And then when they got knocked out and playing for the third, they just didn't turn up. They weren't bothered, were they? You know. Whereas England, it's like, oh, we could get third here. Let's turn up. I don't know. Once again, it's only my opinion. If you have joined the live stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I'm managing Portsmouth Ladies. Right, let's get into this WSL now. Got that boring game out of the way. We need to start picking up points now in the WSL. Chelsea are apparently signing at Lacroix from Palace. Right, okay. I think the problem at the moment in world football is I'm not entirely sure there's that many standout players. It's like this is it called Boadi that we're meant to be signing, this DM? I mean, he's only 18, 19. He had a fairly decent World Cup for Morocco, but Lille want like 100 million euros for him, and the kid's only a teenager. And he looked okay for Morocco, but, I mean, in today's market, I don't know, 35, 45 million, something like that, as a prospect, as a potential. All of a sudden, everybody wants bonkers money for players. I think Tuchel putting in Saka and Rashford in third place game, playing the best offensive football England's played in the last 10 years, actually going to make it worse for him. I mean, I thought Rashford played quite well when he came on. Had done that in the semi, England might have won. Yeah. It would have been very, very interesting if we'd have nicked that Argentina game. It would have been very interesting to see how we set up against Spain and how we could have combated their system. I would have liked to have seen that, because the thing is with Argentina, they just didn't play, did they? And they just sat back and soaked it all up. Whereas I don't think England would have done that. England would have come out and played some football. So it would have been quite interesting to see how Spain coped with that. Well, good luck to them. They at the end of the day, they were worthy winners. Okay, so we've got Newcastle. Where are, I was going to say who are Newcastle? Whereabouts are Newcastle in the league? Newcastle are top. Okay, great. Have we got games coming up that are winnable? Newcastle, that's going to be difficult. Southampton, I think, might be winnable. Then we've got Bristol City, who just battered us. Then we've got Birmingham. Southampton and Birmingham. Where are Southampton? 10th. Okay. Birmingham are 3rd. Okay, I mean, we've got to play these games. It's England have played like Argentina because can't win possession against this Spain team. England has more talent and speed than I did. Hit on the counter. Right, okay, so we need Hornby back up front. Hornby up front. Okay, Primer on the left side. Primer left side. Woolley, we're going to put Shepherd over there. Rutherford is going to go in there. Barker is going to come in here. Johnson left back. I'm just wondering where I could really do with that young left back on the bench, if I'm honest. I mean, Younger, she's a centre back. Let's put her in place of Younger. Right, so it's Cone, North, Bull. That needs to be Wilding, but I think, yeah, Wilding is injured. Okay, I think let's do that. And then we can all sit back and look forward to the Premier League season starting now. So that's something to look forward to. One or two teams have played their first pre-season games, haven't they? Do I think Haaland will keep scoring goals under Maresca? Well, obviously, you see, for me under Pep, they didn't use Haaland in the right way. Because Haaland is, okay, if he's got space in the penalty area, which generally, when we're playing teams, he doesn't. If he's got space, he can turn and hit it. But generally, Haaland is great with the ball in front of him or through, and he can run onto it. And I'm hoping Maresca does something more like that. And this is where Elliot Anderson may well come in, because he's got an eye for that forward pass. So I don't know what Boadi's like in that respect. If we get him, I'm not quite sure. But it depends how Maresca plays him. If he's got any sense, he'll play to his strengths, because he's one of the best strikers in the world. If you don't play to his strengths, that's just dumb. Now, Pep, I don't think Pep did, but you can't call Pep Guardiola dumb, can you? So, after all of the stuff that he's won, Maresca, on the other hand, is slightly unproven. So, we'll have to see. I hope he does. But they're going to have to play to his strengths. It's all right having all of this possession football, but when you're playing these low blocks and Haaland's got three centre halves on him, then, you know, as good as he is, it's going to be difficult for him to score. You've got to play to his strengths. Right, okay, here we go. We are playing at that tiny little ground again. So let's see whether we can put one over on the league leaders. I don't hold too many hopes out, but you never know. Yeah, I mean, I always felt sorry for the wingers in Pep's system, because he basically told them to get chalk on the boots. Oh, that's unlucky. Get chalk on your boots and stay as wide as possible. Now, I'm not a tactician, so obviously there was a reason for that, but I do feel like, like you say, overlapping fullbacks. Maresca seems to do something by inverting his fullbacks, doesn't he? So I'm not sure how that's going to work. We'll have to see. I don't know. Let's get half a dozen games under our belt and see how he sets up, how he plays, how it looks. We'll get a good idea, I think, from the first half dozen games. But it might not be the first half dozen games of the Premier League season. That's the flags up. It might be, because I don't think all of our players are going to be back for the first league games of the season. Rodri has now gone for back surgery. So he managed to play all of the World Cup absolutely fine. As soon as the World Cup finishes, he goes for an operation on his back. So I think that's a bit disrespectful, but there you go. I mean, he's putting his country before his club there. Whether you agree with that or not, I don't know. So it might be, I don't know, it might be 10 games in before we get an idea. We've no idea how Anderson's going to fit into the system. No idea at all. Let's just give him a demand more. I might go attacking in the second half because I think got to be careful against these though, aren't we? Because a point here, actually going attacking is maybe not a good idea. Very good ball in the box. Oh, they've hit the frame and the goal. Careful. Hiya, Cameron. How are you doing? Good old Garnacho. Oh, my word. We've actually scored. Lucy Shepherd scored. It's 1-0. I used to call them JBHs in FM24 just before half times. You always get something happens just before half time. This time it's actually worked in our favour. Very nice finish there from Lucy Shepherd. Very nice finish indeed. Okay, we're taking the game to them. Oh, this is a just before half time. Just before half time. Ooh, over the top. I do like it when I'm not used to playing in these tiny stadiums, but I do like the backdrops that they put in. I spend more time looking at the trees and the buildings than the actual game. Come on, Lucy. See, if Hornby hadn't been awake, then that would have been the ball of the season. Hi, Emre. How are you doing, mate? We're having far too many highlights here just before half time. Far too many. What's going on? Can we blow your whistle now? Just blow your whistle. We don't need any more highlights because I want to do something tactical. Yep, thank you very much. Right, okay. We're going to be pleased, obviously. Right, let's have a look at the tactics. Right, we're going to go into this vertical tiki-taka, I think. Balanced. Let's drop that down to cautious, I think. Okay, Barker is... those two need changing round. Kinzer, Rutherford. Well, this is all messed up, isn't it? Primer's going to have to play back there. She can't step them few paces forward and play there. She just can't do it. It's impossible. Okay, Barker. So let's bring a Dahu on. Right, so let's check the... how's this looking? Absolutely. Dahu, Rutherford, Hornby. I tell you what, if the one thing they decided to do in FM27 was take all of this rubbish out of the game, I would be quite happy. I know, controversial again, but you know what? It's a Thursday. I'm feeling controversial. I hate this. Absolutely hate it. When you forget and you've got your left full back chasing up and down between right wing and left full back, and then you wonder why you're losing the game. Okay, let's go with that. We are going to play a holding tactic now. Might be a little bit dangerous against Newcastle, but it is what it is. So Lucy there is pulling the strings in midfield and banging the ball in the back of the net as well, which is very nice indeed. So Newcastle, to this point, I've only had one shot on target, but as we know, well, as I know, in Football Manager 2026, a 1-0 lead is very, 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 very dangerous, particularly when the opposition have done nothing, because they will get a penalty or a free kick or the ball hit a seagull and go in the back of the net or something like that. Okay, ran over. Okay, well, we're holding them. We are holding them. Right, let's make a few more changes. Okay, Shepherd is very tired, so we'll bring Wooly on for her. Bull is very tired, so that's got to be Collins, hasn't it? Because Wilding is still out injured. Do we have Bull? We don't have Bull on the bench. Brilliant. Who organised this bench? Rubbish. Escort, what does she do? Escort, she plays in the centre. Actually, should be getting a bit more game time, shouldn't she? Right, Escort can come in there, then that's fine. Although we have got Primer out on that side. Tell you what, well, we'll put Nixon out there. How many is that? 4 changes. Right, let's do the both again. Let's just check and see if we've been a buffoon. No, everything looks fine. Confirm the changes. Off you go. 20 minutes to go, but it is only 1-0. Not sure about Garnacho to Villa. Emery likes his players to work hard. Garnacho's quite the opposite. Probably end. Right, yeah. Better on PC, there's a combined you use. Okay, Lelujo did the bench. Yeah, spot on, Jason. Yeah, Lelujo did the bench. So how you doing, Emre? I've not seen you in here before. Emre Live. So does that mean you do you live stream? Do you live stream a Football Manager? Told you, didn't I? I don't know whether it's me or whether it's Football Manager, but the number of times that happens to me, this 1-0 lead is absolutely, it's fatal, because you know the opposition will score the equaliser. That was poor, that. Very poor. Right, I've got one more to make. And we will bring... who are we going to bring on? Oh, we'll bring Robotham on for Rutherford. But at the end of the day... no, I'm not going to say that yet. Right, 3 minutes of time added on. Can we get a point out of top of the table? That is a very good result. I can say it now. That is a very good... 3 points would have been even better, but that's a very good result against top of the table. I'll take that all day long. But Football Manager, you need to sort this out, because this late equaliser on a 1-0 is getting really, really, really boring. I'm up to here with it. I'm absolutely sick and tired of it. And I know what you're doing. You want to keep us all on the edge of our seats. I don't want to be kept on the edge of my seat. I'd like to win the game 1-0. Thanks very much. I do stream Football Manager. Oh, right, okay then. Don't like the console version. You hate it. Yeah, well, I used to do the PC version, Emre, and... but then I wasn't getting a huge amount of traction, so Lelujo actually said on one of his live streams one day, if anybody can do this, which I could because I was doing it at the time, the console version, there's an opening there. So I switched over the console version, and I've not regretted it, if I'm honest. I quite like the console version. It's all right. It's nowhere near as in-depth, but... you know, at the end of the day, I enjoy... I'm going to say we're delighted, you know, with that. Never mind sympathise. That is a very, very good result. Bought a PC. So I'm going to give it a go. You bought yourself a PC, have you, Cameron? Right, okay. Yeah, I mean, there are things that are very, very poor and amateurish in the console version. The staffing, for instance, you know, it's like baby's first attempt. you know, the staffing in the PC version is really comprehensive, and I used to love that about the game. But in the console version, it's like baby's first attempt. It's not great, but maybe they will bring it into line. Maybe FM27 will be better in that respect. But right, let's give that a save. Right, okay, that's good. Right, let's have a Newcastle lose top spot. So that's quite nice, taking the top spot off Newcastle. Use a gaming monitor or 4K TV for your PS5. I use a gaming monitor for this, and when I'm playing it off camera, I have a 4K TV to play it on. So generally, games played off camera are a lot more relaxed because I sit on my settee and get comfy with a cup of coffee. Particularly in the transfer windows, they're nice days because I spend hours and hours and hours rooting through all the players and stuff. Right, when is the next game? Let's have a quick look. Let's have a quick look. If there is anybody in the live stream who's not subscribed to my channel, I'd be grateful if you would subscribe. Helps the channel to grow. I am aiming for 2,000 subscribers, but it's looking a bit of a forlorn hope that now. But yeah, whoa, hold on a minute. We've got a big Christmas break here. 21st of December. We don't play again till the 11th of January. Amazing. Okay, let's so let's do January the 2nd, 11th. Right, let's have a friendly in there. Smaller reputation team. Let's go with Leafield. And you know what? I think we might put another one in there. 26. So we're playing on the 11th. Let's put it on the 2nd, 11th, 2nd. Let's go with the 6th as well. And let's play Real Bedford. Why not? Found out today my bedroom TV is a 200 and my living room one is 6 years. Got told put console in bedroom. I like PC because of FM, because you get job interviews for your journeyman save. Yeah, that's a bit of a weird one, that. I obviously, you know, I mean, quite a few things in the PC version are a lot more comprehensive than those job interviews, but even they're not that realistic, are they? You kind of get asked the same, you know, if you're playing the game for a year and you change clubs a lot and it's through job interviews, you get asked the same questions over and over again. And there's kind of a pattern to it. So the way it works in console, I don't really miss that, if I'm honest. I know it's not ideal because you get a job straight away. I know it's not ideal, but I do kind of, it's one of the things that I do kind of like. I like the job interviews. Also, questions are always the same. Yeah, exactly. That's what I've just said there, Jason. Right, well, we're all going off for a jolly Christmas party now. So it's Christmas hats and funny red noses at the ready. Right, I'll put those two friendlies in just to keep us ticking over. I don't want us to go stale. Ella Kinzer is injured. Please, 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 can that not be a bad injury? 3 weeks. She might just about be back. If anybody has joined the live stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I am managing a ladies team for the first time in FM26, and I'm managing Portsmouth Ladies, who are media prediction is you're going to get relegated. That's the media prediction. There's no ifs or buts. You're going to get relegated. Send her home. Should be at home anyway. It's Christmas. Yeah, I mean, one of the other reasons I gave up on the playing the PC version on YouTube was there's too many really good content creators. You know, you like competing with the likes of, you know, Tom FM, Alujo, Jack, Zealand, and there's lots of others, isn't there? You know, there's some very Clates. There's some very, very good content creators on the PC version, whereas the console version, not as many really. Well, nowhere near as many. I did get asked actually. One of the questions that came up on one of the recent videos was, could I do some tuition videos? I felt a bit, I felt a bit. It didn't sit right with me to say. Well, I didn't say no outright. I just explained the situation that, you know, doing tuition videos now when the game is kind of coming to an end. I will do them for FM27, but seems a bit of a waste of time for FM26 now. Wish they removed the presses. Yeah, so tedious. I got Rodgers for 50 million and I signed Ricardo Pepe. Chelsea overpaid in real life. So how is your channel doing then, Emre? Does it do all right? Are you managing to hold your own? How long have you been doing it for? I like watching other content creators because you always learn something. Old Man Phil had a video up that he was basically saying that how not to get FM'd. So I'll watch that one today. Yeah. Due to performance in the league, we'd like to offer you the opportunity to change your season expectations. I don't think I'm changing anything. I'm not changing anything. I mean, it only gives me, and that's going to make no difference to me at all, is it? Oh, we will be in a transfer window now, though, won't we? I'm not changing anything. I'm going to leave it as it is because I think that's an FM banana skin myself. Yeah, I'd be like, oh, you think you can get mid-table, do you? Think again. Yeah, I've played Football Manager too many times, really. Have I given it a save for a while? I don't think I have. Right, so we should have a friendly coming up. Portsmouth could lose Cone. Right, okay. 4-star defender, 24 years old. What's her contract looking like? Expires in 179 days. I mean, there's very little I can do about it because I'm £480 a week over the wage budget as it is. So there's very little I can do about that. What's she on at the moment? £490 a week. I mean, she'll more than likely want to go to at least 600. She's a very good player, though. I've got YouTube 5,920, right? On Twitch, I got 40,000 followers, and on Kick, I stream on Kick, YouTube, and Twitch simultaneously. Good for you, mate. Good for you. That's quite a healthy number of subscribers as well. I don't know whether I'll ever get there, but yeah, well done, mate. Well done. I do like to see people being successful on YouTube, particularly people who are, like good at it. But yeah, I do like to see that. It's very good. Shall we try and offer a new contract? I'm a little bit worried about clicking buttons here, but she wants 700 a week, and it looks like they're letting me do that. But I want to take that off. That I'll knock down to 5% and lock that in. Other than that, I think that's okay. Okay, so we've locked Hannah Kona. So how are we doing then? Let's have a quick look at this then. So expiries. Right, we're in 2026. There's a lot of players expiring. I mean, Sophie Barker is a very good player as well, but she's already on 600 a week. Megan Hornby, striker, and she's only 25. Okay. It is going to be a tough save, this one. It's going to be very, very tough. Yeah, I'll have to. In fact, I shall. What's your YouTube? Is it Emray? Is it Emray Live then, mate? Is it? Because I'll go over there and I'll give you a sub and watch a few videos. It's always nice to like support other YouTubers. Is it called Emray Live? Quite interested as well to see what you're doing as well and how you're doing it, because I've always said I'm not the greatest football manager player, so I am still learning, and I kind of learn something every time I play. So watching other people is always quite useful. Lee Field at home today. That's a friendly. Hopefully we can bang a few goals in. Apparently we've hammered them 3-0. 3-0's not really a hammering, is it? Hornby 2 goals. And Lucy Shepherd again. This Lucy Shepherd is putting herself in the shop window, isn't she? How's she doing, Lucy Shepherd? Okay, right-sided. 2 goals, 1 assist. I mean, 6.62, but none of them are really reaching any heights, are they? I do like the looks of this Estcourt as well. Looks a very, very good player. 27-year-old. Midfield playmaker. 12 for passing, 12 for vision. Okay. Right, okay, more injuries. Rowbotham injured. Out for 2 weeks. Okay. Emma Jones injured, 1 to 2 days. Don't post videos. Just waiting for my first ever video introducing my FM save. It's called Emray Live. Right, okay. So you just do live streams then? Yeah, I'll go over and have a look at that. I'll have a look tomorrow. There's no point in me continually asking for subscribers, is there, if I don't support other people doing it? Nixon is injured as well. Let's give that a save. Right, Kinzer has resumed full training, which will be very, very handy. Okay, we beat Real Bedford. Is that Real Bedford or Real Bedford? Okay, let's just have a quick look now. Okay, won those 2 friendlies. So we'll stick a couple of days rest in there now, just before we come to play Southampton. 2 days. Dear me. Right, so she's accepted that contract. That's weird, isn't it? So that Erebor's been whinging her head off because she's not getting any games, and then all of a sudden she's happy. Why is she happy? I've not played her, so looks like her issues at Portsmouth might have been resolved. How have they been resolved? I've not even spoken to her. Yeah, another thing I've done as well, which I've been meaning to do for a while, now my internet's working properly, I brought my router out of the cupboard and I put it on top, so I've been fishing wires through this afternoon. Hopefully it'll stay a lot cooler up there, because it does tend to get quite hot in that cupboard. Seemed like a good idea when I built this unit. I thought, oh, put the router away in that cupboard, all the wires will be hidden. But it gets too hot in there, particularly when it gets hot in here. We're meant to be getting more heat waves, aren't we? 37 degrees in August. So Nixon is injured once again. Shepherd is now taken ill. We'll have to send her home. Okay. They must have heard me talking about her, Lucy Shepherd, because she looks like a very good player. But as per usual, Football Manager does its thing. Why are these messages? I've got it on unread. Why are they not coming up? Right, we're away at Southampton, who are just below us, 10 points. So surely if we can get a point against Newcastle, we can beat Southampton Ladies. Wouldn't it be great if football would work like that? Oh yeah, we'll beat these easy. Right, okay, so Wooly's going to come after coming on that side. And right, let's have a look. We can bring Collins in, can't we? Wilden is still injured. Okay, let's see how we do. So how are we looking anyway? So Cone's morale is poor. I've just given her loads more money, so why is that? And Woolley is poor as well. She has scored 4 goals though. What I want to say for console, if you want a quicker game experience, it's ideal. A number of complaints I get from mates saying I got a job in no time. Yeah, I mean, obviously, well, I'm saying obviously. I mean, I think that's the general, if you get it back to basics, that's what they're doing on console. I think they kind of consider the console to be a younger person's medium. And then the younger people generally have got less patience. So that's the game that they're building for it. I mean, I certainly would like a little bit more comprehensive stuff, particularly on things like staffing and whatever. Am I done with the buy and save forever now? Yes, I am, Emre. Yeah, I've done with the buy and save. Um, yeah, I have quite a problem with the Champions League, and I think I had two goes at it with Bayern and couldn't do it. So on a live stream, obviously it's got to be engaging. I can't just be doing the same thing all of the time. So that's why I've come to this. It's something a bit different. So yeah, the buy and save is done now. I can't just keep playing the buy and save until, I mean, I may never win the Champions League with them. Okay, let's give this a save, see how we do. We're watching that Europa League run with Groningen. Watching the radio, Groningen, what a player Wendell was. McAtee was all over the shop. Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's been some really good stand. I mean, Zimash, still one of the standout players of the season for me. Um, yeah, there's been some really really good. There's been some great live streams, some great live streams. I mean, the one when it very first came out, and I did that first night when it came out. I mean, I think I had 2,000 clicks on the night for that one, and it was great. Look at this. Are we playing in Southampton's ground? It looks like we are. Right, what we're going to do here now? What are we going to do? You're very committed, Stuart. You're re-watching the Europa League run. My word, you're very committed. That I think you get a tick BG for that one, Stuart. Let's up it to. Let's see if we can push on a little bit. We only had one shot though. 2 now. Come on, can we have a highlight? Particularly one that has blue shirts involved. That's very confusing, that. There's a line there that's caused by the lights, and that looks like the touch line, and it's not. When we're on the FM26, you had around 100 concurrent viewers. I've never seen the chat move so fast. Yeah, it was a cracking evening. That those are the evenings that it's great doing a live stream, because you do get that engagement that you really do need on a live stream. It's no good doing a live stream and sitting here talking to yourself, is it really? Oh, keeper got fingertips on that one and pushed it round. What a shame. Hopefully, I'll replicate it again with FM27. You never know, do you? We'll see. But I'm definitely going to do some tuition videos this year. Hopefully that will push the channel on a little bit over the top. It's weird though, I mean, when I'm like filming and making the videos and live streaming and stuff, it's like it's another one, you do it. But then when you look back over your channel, the number of videos that are actually on this channel now is a bit bonkers, really. There we go. You see, their first shot, it's the back of the net. I'm going to cry. I'm dealing with Garnacho, but he isn't getting out of my club. Oh my God. I must admit, the transfer. There's so many things about the transfer market in Football Manager that are wrong. The big one for me though, that Lulitano save was a big eye opener for me because I knew there was a problem, but I went in there and I made this rule: it can be Brazilians only. So half the squad, I had 18 players who were Portuguese basically, and so I thought, you know what? Let's try and sell them. I put them all on the transfer market and I got that standard coded in message. No players, no interest for all of those players. Not one single, no interest for any of them. There was 18 players I put on the transfer list. And I thought, okay, right, I get it now. So basically, you don't want me to sell players and you're not allowing me to sell players. In the past, it's always been a bit irritating. You've maybe had like 2 or 3 players and you thought, all right, put them on the transfer market, raise a bit of money, and then you get that boring message. No offers for 3 players. And I thought, okay, then, but 18 really needs fixing that. Not good. Right, we're going to be angry about that. Not happy about that at all. Although I don't know whether I'm angry with the girls or more angry with the game because we had chances there to put the ball in the back of the net. They only had one highlight and scored. I mean, I don't know. I'm a Spurs fan in real life, but on FM I'm playing as Chelsea. Oh my God. Oh my God, Emre. Spurs. I would imagine you're quite optimistic for the new season coming up. So hard to get players out of the door. Oh, I'm up to here with it, Stuart. I'm absolutely up to here with it. It's obviously it's coded in. It's what I used to call curveballs and levels of difficulty. I mean, probably still do, but it basically in computer game terms, it's a boss. Basically, it's a boss. And they're saying to you that, you can do what I've tested it out before now. I've said this before, but I've tested it out before now. I've had a player that was worth, I don't know, let's say 10k or something like that. No offers. Okay, 5k, no offers. 3k, no offers. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to try this out. So I'm putting them on the market for £1. No offers. And you're like, really? Okay, then, right. I get what you're doing here. I get basically what you're doing is cheating. That's what you're doing. We know it's a computer-based game, but come on, there's I don't know. Sometimes this game drives me absolutely mad. You want a player value 20 million, they want 80 million, you sell a player worth 80 million. Exactly, Jason. Absolutely. I like rebuilding Chelsea. What, to get them relegated? Hey! Jess Woolley, come on! So I read the right act at half time and it definitely worked. They obviously don't like an angry Gobby Gaffer shouting at them, do they? Nice goal that as well. Header from a corner. If you're a Man City fan plays as Manchester United on FM26, you probably get a ton of views, stir up some controversy. You're absolutely spot on there, Mike. Absolutely spot on. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely works. I mean, I've been doing this for quite a while now, and over the years, I've had videos that have been doing, I don't know, let's say 200 views, and then you do a thumbnail that says devastating or sacked, and immediately get 600 views on that one. So it definitely works. A bit of controversy never hurts on Football Manager. Hoof! I'm building a Chelsea super team. Good on you. If you have just joined the live stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026 and I am managing Portsmouth Ladies. Managing a ladies team for the first time in FM26. Alexander, my Norwich saver found a new gen left back, 18 from Egypt, valid 5k. When I signed Mohamed Osman, now worth. They've scored again, have they? 80 million, 204. If I see a sacked, I put it straight on. What's NGL? What's that? Straight on NGL. It's been disallowed. I'm following the chat then. Missed that it got disallowed. Right, okay, let's make some changes. I'm sure my team's absolutely shattered while I've been waffling on there. Right, okay, what we're going to do here. Escort can come on over there. Fullbacks, Milner. Bull. We've got Collins we can bring on. Let's change one of the centre backs. Can't because I don't have one. Okay, that's amazing, isn't it? Robotham is injured, so that's no good. Let's bring Dahu can come on for Barker. That's 78 minutes. Let's make all 5. Where can Freeland play? Okay, she can kind of play in the middle. Let's stick her there. Yes. Okay. Well, we're going to give them a demand more because I think we should be winning this game. If we're going to progress, we need to win this game. Chat scrolling over here, but I do need to watch the end of this game just to see whether we can actually nick this. Can Escort play on the wing? No, she can't. She can only play there or there. God forbid if we put her anywhere else on the pitch because Robotham has got injured as well. Let's move Freeland into the centre. Right, because can we? I mean, this would be the second draw on the trot. Not a bad result, to be honest, because it is away. Okay, we did get a draw, so we'll give them a pleased, I think, for that. Right, let's have a look. Oh, right. Not gonna lie. Right, okay. I'm showing my oldness there, aren't I? I'll put it straight on. Right, yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? You know, it's yeah. I mean, it's weird when I watch like the likes of Lelujo. There's part of me kind of hoping he's going to fail, because whatever Lelujo does turns to gold dust, doesn't it? You know, he'll always win the Champions League with Bedford or Staley Bridge or something like that, and yeah. It's young folk language. I know, Mike. I know. Struggle with stuff like that. Me young. I'm 44. Oh, you've just got the lingo, Jason. If you've got it, you've got it, haven't you? Obviously, I don't have it. Don't mind being a Chelsea boss in FM, but Sporting Spurs because FM is just a video game at the end of the day. Well, it is, Emre. I get what you're saying there, but I am a bit surprised because there's teams I would never ever manage. I've never managed them, and I would never ever manage them. I would never manage Manchester United, and I would never manage Liverpool, and that's me. I'm 42. My daughter taught me that. Yeah, I mean, it's like my granddaughter. She calls me Brev. So whenever she messages me, it's like it's Brev this, Brev that, Brev the other. So I kind of know some of the stuff, but not all of it. He knows what it means, and he can use it for that stream when he puts on the backwards cap and the neck chains. I know, it's all building up, Mike. It's building up. Yeah, getting the baseball cap, the gold chains, and all the lingo, and then everybody will switch off. I'll get no views at all. They'll be like, "What's this old man doing? Trying to pretend he's a young whippersnapper." I've never won the UCL. Played in two finals of Loft Bowl, so I'm going to win it with Bristol City, and I don't care how long it takes, even if it's 10 years. I'm doing a 5-season Chelsea rebuild, right? I once done a Man City save. I have. I mean, the other rule is that I will never manage Manchester City. However, having said that, I did do one. It was the very last thing I did on my playing the PC version on the Gobby Gaffer channel, um, and I basically did what Lelujo had done. I got rid of all of the top players and brought in like the reserve team, dropped us into division. Was it into the championship? It might have been. I'm not sure because I thought that would it was my last go at trying to get some movement on that channel, and even that didn't work really. But no, I would never manage Manchester City in Football Manager. It doesn't really interest me. Um, I'm United through and through. I'd still manage City or Liverpool, as I said, just a game. Yeah, I know, Jason. I know. I'm very tribal like that. Very tribal. When we played Liverpool last season, I was at my daughter's house with my grandsons there, and when we were winning, I was losing it, absolutely losing it. My kids, well, my daughter and my two grandkids thought I was mental. On a custom database that put Man City in the National League at South. That's the one, Alexander. Yeah, that's the one. Um, yeah, I mean, I did try it, but it did. I didn't really get much. And then I'd been watching Lujo's live streams, and he said about the console version, and I thought, you know what, I'm going over there because it could eventually do my channel a lot of good. Carragher had an Everton tattoo and played over 500 games for Liverpool. Really, Jason? Really? Well, I never knew that. Lugia done it in the National League North, yeah, in FM23. I'm quite enjoying Chelsea, says a Spurs fan. Um, yeah, I mean, if it doesn't bother you that much, then it's that's fine, isn't it? At the end of the day, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm one of those people. So for instance, my dad. I grew up in Levenshulme in Manchester, and we had a little 2 up, 2 down terraced house, and my dad used to be big into DIY, so he'd do all of his own hedge cutting, painting, building things, and all kinds of stuff. And he decorated the outside of the house probably once every 2 or 3 years, and he always painted it blue. It was always painted blue, always. My dad was absolutely bonkers on Manchester City, absolutely bonkers. And I mean, me and my brother kind of followed. Well, one of my brothers followed in his footsteps. My middle brother, never into football, never interested in it at all. Me and my youngest brother, massive, big City fans. Yeah, Everton fan. Isn't that weird, Jason? Isn't that weird? I never knew that. That is very, very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Did I save that then? Can't remember whether I did or not. Right, let's have a look. Injury worry for Harris. Next game is FA Cup. That's in 7 days' time against Bristol again. But it is away again. So results are still not amazing, are they? I've done it again, haven't I? Let's have a look. Right, so we've all played, well, we've not all played, but the teams who've only played 11 are well above us. Right, I mean, if we can finish in 8th place, I'll be quite happy with that. At this moment in time, we've got 13 points. There's only one relegation spot, Sheffield United, and they've only got 3 points. So we might be looking good for staying up, but it is early days. How are the crashes these days? I haven't had one now for weeks. I haven't had a crash for weeks and weeks. So yeah, looking okay at the moment. To be honest, the game is playing okay now for me. I don't know about other people. Stuart was saying before he's got some buffoonery in his game, but I've not seen any buffoonery really, um, other than that a Lulitano one where the left winger did a forward roll somersault and then died a death on the floor. She was injured, but it was a weird way of showing it. But other than that, yeah. Oh, and they had that own goal scored the other week as well, where I think my player flirted the ball over to the edge of the penalty area, and their player, instead of heading it away from goal, headed it right over the keeper into the net. So a bit of buffoonery there. Obviously, didn't celebrate that because I don't celebrate buffoonery in Football Manager. One of my little rules. Other than that, though, no, it's playing all right. It's not crashed, so my dad got me into Liverpool, and I'm almost more than him about. Yeah, I mean that's generally how it works, isn't it, Stuart? You know, it's weird because I mean, obviously, my dad told me the stories about when he was a young man, and when he was a young man, he used to go to Old Trafford one week and Main Road the next. And he used to do that week in, week out because his dad was a Spurs fan, and he was a Cockney, and for what I've never been able to find out the reason why, but he moved up into I think was it Cheltenham Medlock, met my grandma, and they got married, and then moved to Moss Side. And then, of course, my dad grew up in Moss Side, but he went to United one week, City the next, and then there was a stage where he just dropped United altogether, and then started supporting City, and then never looked back really. And then, of course, when I was born, I apparently used to cry myself to sleep behind the door when he went to, because he was mad on City. He'd go and watch the first team one week, reserves the next, away games when he could. Absolutely bonkers. My mother hated it. But then when he could take me, he started taking me, and then I got the bug as well. Yes, so hopefully, Jason, I will be on tomorrow night. Yeah, yeah. To be fair, mine's been playable the whole cycle. Bugs, I've had quite a few. Got 21 on PC version. Can't start a World Cup, but that's no biggie for me. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there are. I mean, it's like I've said this before about Football Manager. There's certain areas of the game that some of us play and others don't. So we're gonna find bugs in areas that maybe there might be bugs in my game, but I never go in there, so I wouldn't find them, would I? I think using Gerrard and Carragher to Liverpool is bad. Everton actually lost Anfield to Liverpool way back when. Right, okay. Been watching City when they had Busby, presumably. Yeah, yeah, Frank Swift and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, I had got some great stories from my dad. Great stories watching City. Um, yeah, it's. I always think it's. I mean, I know it's a silly thing to say, but I always think it's very sad that people have got to die. Because that some of the and one of the things I've kind of tried to instill in my kids and my grandkids is Ask the questions you want to ask now. Don't wait, because once it's too late, it's too late. And there were a lot of things I wanted to ask my dad and should have done, and I didn't do. But it is what it is, isn't it? Frank Swift that died in the 58 air crash. Yeah, yeah. You just sold Mudrich, right? Okay. Yeah, so I would have been, I'd have been 5, 6 years old then, when Frank Swift died, which is bizarre, seeing some City buffoons throw planes at Old Trafford. Yeah, I know, Jason. It's just, my brother messaged me one time. He was at, was it a main road? Or was it the Etihad? Not sure which ground it was at, but and he was over. It was the Derby game, and he was in the part of the crowd over to the towards the United fans, and all the United fans were machine gunning like this to the City fans. And you're like, what mentality? And like you say, they're doing this business to the United fans. There were City players died in that air crash. What you doing? You morons! Get out of the ground and never come back. We don't want you as fans. We just don't want you. Absolutely. Football, I'm afraid, brings out the worst in people, and I think that applies to every football team. There are some right morons about, absolute morons. Okay, so it's FA Cup next. How long have I been on now? An hour and 40 minutes. It's early in the evening. Thanks for coming in, Emre, mate. Thanks for coming in, and very nice to see new faces in here. But thanks for supporting the channel, and I'll have a look at your channel tomorrow, definitely. But thanks for your support, mate. Talk about rivals. Busby, the man who made Man United, was a Man City and Liverpool player. Exactly, I know. In Greece football stadium, that's a regular Tuesday. Every Greek ultra is a bona fide moron. He does though, doesn't it? I find it really weird. So, it's like, basically, let's say for instance, like you move house, you move into a new neighborhood, and like your next door but one neighbor comes over and says, "Hey, all right, mate, how you doing? Here's a bottle of wine, and if you want any help settling in, or you borrow my mower," and stuff like that. Those same two people not knowing each other could be Manchester City, Manchester United fans, or in Greece, whatever it is, whatever those, and they could absolutely, as football fans, they could hate each other with a passion, to the point of actually, in some country, killing each other, because that's how tribal it gets. Away from football, they could be the best of friends. It's weird. Absolutely weird. Let's give that another save. So what Jason said, I'll be off soon. Be back tomorrow. Yeah, thanks for coming in, Jason. And yeah, we'll hopefully be back on again tomorrow, about 7:30 again. I need to try and get my subscribers moving. So I could really do with doing 3 live streams a week, if it's at all possible, but we'll see how that goes. To think how many leagues and Champions League United would have been without the crash. These horrible things happen. Yeah, I watched a documentary on that, Jason, and yeah, some documentaries are very good in that they suck you in, and they kind of, you get the feeling of being there. And that documentary I watched was very much like that, and it was chilling, absolutely chilling. Terrible, isn't it? Really terrible. World Cup's over now. Could do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I could, Stuart. Yeah, I could definitely do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I do have to shoehorn things in around though, because my two older grandsons have training on a Tuesday, and then my youngest grandson has started training on a Wednesday evening now. This week it was 6:30 till 7:30. So I could do that. I normally have my tea before I go. So I could come home and then maybe stream for a couple of hours from like 8 o'clock-ish. So, but like my age now, I do get very tired. So I have to weigh that up as well. Sometimes it's like, I kind of have the idea in the morning, might live stream tonight, but then as the day goes on, I get really tired. So, but yeah, I do need to do more. No doubt about it. How's it been going? Someone me to play FIFA with him. Oh, I see what you mean. Right, it's okay, Stevie. We've so we lost in the. I mean, more to the point, did you beat your son, Stevie? You went to play FIFA with him. How did you beat him? And who were you playing? When I played FIFA with my son, we always used to like to be on the same team, and I love that. I think it was great, because I mean he was a lot younger then, so it was a case of Dad, give me the ball, and then he would just run off and score a goal. So there was an awful lot of that going on. But yeah, to answer your question, let's have a quick look. Let's show you what's been happening. So yeah, so we lost that Bristol City game, but we're out of the League Cup anyway, so it didn't matter. But we got a very nice draw against Newcastle, who at the time were top of the league. So 1-1 draw at home, very nice indeed. A couple of friendlies. There was a big break into January, and then we've just had. I was a bit disappointed with that. A 1-1 away at Southampton. Little bit disappointed. So, but it's not going too bad. If we can finish 8th, 7th or 8th, I'll be quite happy. And at the moment, we're looking good for that. Played with him on the same team. Oh, Stevie. Yeah, I love doing that. We had some great tournaments, me and my son, when he was younger. We used to set up a tournament of our own, and then we used to play through it. Had some great games with him. I much prefer that than playing against each other. Particularly with the young whippersnappers as well, because generally they will beat you, won't they? Right, okay, let's keep moving. If you have joined the live stream, he says, with a glass of Vimto in hand, if you've joined the live stream, I am playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I am managing a ladies team, and it is Portsmouth Ladies in WSL2. If there is anybody in the live stream who's not subscribed to the channel, subscribing to my channel really helps the channel to grow. I am aiming for 2,000. That's the next big target, 2,000 subscribers. But I am way off it at the moment. Coney's ill. Great. Just as we're coming up to a game. So I've lost my best centre-back. Marvellous. Yep. Subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, and come in and say hello. Nobody bites here. We'll definitely have a chat with you. Emre Live came in tonight for the first time, and quite an interesting person. So we had a good chat with him. I know he's rubbish and needs his old dad to bail him out. Oh, what a shame. My grandsons they're so into bloody FIFA, it's bonkers. But I think most kids aren't they? Okay, Bristol City away today. So I'm guessing then Bristol City are in. Oh, they're in our league, the 6th. Right, okay. Right, so we've lost Cone for this one. That's a little bit of a disaster, if I'm honest. Can Collins play centre-back? 5-5. I don't really want her at centre-back. Peacock's on a fitness. 5-star potential. 5-9. She's on a fitness, though. Dare we risk her? Humphreys. 20-year-old. 5-10. Greta Humphreys. I think we might have to put her in, actually. What footed is she? Right-footed, very strong. North. Left-footed, very strong. Right, okay, let's change those two over then. I might just make these centre-backs, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Other than that, I think we've got a fairly... She's a 3-star channel midfielder. I wonder if we should make her a channel midfielder instead of a second striker. Let's try that. A lot of kids nowadays don't have the patience for FM26. No. Oh, you've tried getting him into FM, but he's not having it. No, I mean, I showed. So they're 12 in November. The twin grandsons, and I've showed them this. I think they downloaded the mobile version on the phone, but they had a bit of a look at it and they weren't very. I don't really think. I think there's an age that you get to where things click and start switching on to more data-based games. The quick fix that you get with FIFA, I think is it's ideal for the younger age group. It is what it is, isn't it? But it's like the console version. I mean, like we were saying before, I think he's aimed much more at the younger player because it's simpler to play than the PC version. But even then, there are limits, aren't there? Plus the graphics as well. I mean, I showed one of my grandsons FM24 in-game graphics, and he basically thought my PC was Steam powered. He was like, "What is this?" So yeah, never really going to switch him over, I don't think. But I think you've got to be a little bit more mature and be into more of the data side and tactics and stuff like that to get into it. But yeah, we know, but you've injured Cone, so what am I going to do? We are a bit light actually at centre back as far as reserves go. Right, let's go to Bristol City. Are obviously playing in the men's stadium. And they're starting with an injured player up front who will more than likely score. Wish I could do that. It'd be brilliant if I could do that. Oh, your centre forward's injured. Great, I'm going to put her in because I know she'll score. It'd be nice to have a home game, wouldn't it, actually? It seems ages since we had a home game. Go on, Wooly. Nah, you've given the ball away there. That is very, very poor. Can we win it back? No. So Bristol City, although we were playing our... there she goes. Look, what did I tell you? I find it so boring that you can predict the game. I mean, what have we been playing? 8 minutes. And as soon as I saw the centre forward was injured, I knew she'd score. And she has done. I wish I could do that. I wish I could play a centre forward who was injured and she scored. It's frustrating. It's really frustrating. Come on, girls. Can we... I mean, it is the FA Cup, so it's It's money. It's not as important as the league to us at the moment. But it'd be nice to do something against Bristol, because they, I mean, we were playing a weakened side in that League Cup, but it'd be nice to do something against them, wouldn't it? Mind you, what's going to happen? You heard it here first. What's going to happen now is 1-0 is a very dangerous lead. I think I probably said that a few times tonight. 1-0 is a very dangerous lead. So in the 92nd minute, we will get the equaliser. You heard it here first. Do we think that's going to happen? Probably not. What's more likely to happen is their injured centre forward will get a second goal for herself. FM has these little things where you can know what happens next after something happens, just like the injured striker. Yep, absolutely. Hey, good old North wins the ball there. I mean, what was that? We'd won the ball back there. Why did she pass it out for a throw-in? So at half time, is there an instruction that I can say to them, go and kick that Hardy's ankles, because she's injured already, so go and kick her ankles? I'm guessing there's not. Oh, my word. So she's scored a goal and she's assisted as well. I mean, oh my God. Could this game get any more predictable or not? Because they've got that second goal now, so we can't come back in the 92nd minute and grab ourselves an equaliser. So that's not even a thing. We're playing absolutely abysmally here. And this here, well, apart from Cone at centre back, this is a fairly full strength team. Oh well, never mind. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. It's an FA Cup game. The main games are in the WSL2, and we need to get the results in that game, in those games. Looped ball over the top. Hardy's in, and what's happened there? Offside. Oh, they've got a penalty. Hardy's now got a pen. So Hardy has scored, she's assisted, and won a penalty, and she's injured. Could it get any more predictable? I don't often do that, but you know what? You're taking the mick now. You're taking the mick. You're absolutely taking the mick. Right, okay, let's move on. That was disgusting, Football Manager. That was absolutely disgusting. I mean, you see these acts of buffoonery in the game and you're thinking, they'll be ironed out, those. Absolutely disgusting, that was. If they put that in the game, I also want the option to use brown envelope tactics. Yeah, me too, Mike. Me too. I have to start getting my players injured now. Yeah, I know. But when the boot's on the other foot, Stuart, it doesn't work. Well, in fact, we can't do it, can we? I can't start a player with start a game with an injured player. Okay, let's move on. Let's forget that. Let's put that to the back of our minds. Right, let's right, so who we're playing next? So we actually got beat 4-1 in the end. So Hardy scored, assisted, won the penalty, and then they beat us 4-1. Absolutely disgraceful, that. Disgraceful. Okay, so we're now playing on the 25th against Birmingham. Birmingham are in the top. They're fourth. Okay. I think between now and the end of the season, if we can average a point a game, when do we play Sheffield United there? We might actually do okay. Right, let's give them a little bit more rest time. In fact, we'll give them 3 days, I think. Steph Horton's singing Hornby's praises. That's all right, isn't it? This contract situation, though, is going to be a little bit awkward because most of my decent players are out of contract in June. So that's not great. Newcastle there winning 3-0. So it's Palace atop, Newcastle second. Birmingham have now dropped to 5th, 20 points. I think it's a home game. Can we get a point out of this one as well? I don't think we're going to get relegated. I think Sheffield United are going to see to that because they've not won a game yet. They've lost 9 and drawn 3. There's only one relegation spot. So I think Sheffield United, you've only got to have one team that's worse than you, haven't you? So that's going to be Sheffield United, I think. So we just need to pick up a few points between now and the end of the season and then see how it goes. Okay, Wilding is back in full training. Annie Wilding, 3.5 star, 5-star potential, 21 years old. When is her contract? We've actually got her for next season, so she might be a very useful player for us. We need to get her back fit again. Let's give it another save. Well, that's the League Cup. The usual suspects are in there, aren't they? Arsenal, City, United. City beat Arsenal 4-0. Bonnie Shaw scoring. And United beat Brighton on penalties. I don't know why I'm telling you all of this because it's of absolutely no use to us at all. Unless they let us sign Bonnie Shaw for next season. I think I'm gonna test this out, this theory, you know, and just see whether for 3 weeks. No, we'll continue the loan. I'm gonna try this out. I'm gonna see if I've got an injured player, play them, and see if they do what that Bristol City player did. So we are level points with Forest now. Could do with getting a couple of wins somewhere. Yeah, there was a tell in FM24. I don't know whether it happened to anybody, but it always happened to me. If you were defending and the opposition were attacking, and your player tackled the opposition, and the ball always pinged off to an opposition player, the greatest of tackles, you would never win the ball. That would always result in a goal. That always result in a goal. Now watch the injured player come off after 10 minutes. See, that's why you don't do it, isn't it, Stuart? Because you know what the game's doing and you know the game is there to put these bosses in front of you. So you know that, there's no point in doing that because, I mean, I've tried it in games because one or two times I've had people say to me, oh yeah, it's only a minor injury. They should be able to play through it. And you can guarantee second half comes and that injury becomes, instead of it being a week injury, it becomes a 4-month injury because they've aggravated it. Okay, so Nixon and Robotham now on. Well, in fact, we've got five players on fitnesses and 2 players long-term injured now. But Lucy Shepherd is back for this game, so that's a bonus. Humphreys. So how did Humphreys play in that last game? 6.65. Peacock's on a 5.9. 5'9", I should say. What am I doing? So let's compare her with Humphreys. Where's Humphreys? There. So I mean, in the key areas, there's not a lot of difference. I had a thing where the team who wins would be the team who gets the first highlight. Had about 50 game streak until it was broken. Really? I've never noticed that one before. Oh God, I've said it so many times. I'd love to be a fly on the wall or just sit in a chair at the back of the room in their coding room and then just over the shoulder and just say, is it okay? Can you just take that out of the game? Because actually, it's quite stupid. So can you just take that out of the game? Nobody likes it. You think you're being clever, but actually you're not. Take it out. Hiya, how are you doing? I have no idea how to pronounce your name there, but yeah, I think we're going to stick with the. Let's just go back to here again. Have we got everybody on that should be on? We have. Yeah, we need to. Wilding needs to come on the bench. Oh, of course, Milner is injured. Right, okay, well, that's a straight swap in it then. But Milner is quite a good player. What team should you manage? That's an all-encompassing question. That for your first question, that is a very comprehensive question. 10 out of 10 for that one. I don't know, mate. I mean, do you like a bit of success? Manage Bayern Munich. Do you like a bit of a challenge? Go manage Portsmouth Ladies. Yeah, I mean, Stuart there, what kind of save are you doing? I mean, you could do one of the teams who are struggling in real life financially, see if you can do all right with them. But I mean, it's a valid question. What team should you manage? I mean, I have that debate myself. We've had that debate in the live stream, haven't we? But Stuart is right. What kind of save are you doing? English, good championship or Prem? Right, okay. I mean, if you want a bit of a challenge, then stay in the championship and try and get somebody promoted. Decent teams in the championship. But if you want something that's more of a given, then Southampton, Burnley, Wolves. Yeah, all good shouts. I mean, if you want an established Prem team, then you could go with Arsenal, Liverpool, City. Do United and see if you can do a decent job with United. Right, okay. Let's have a look at this one then. Birmingham. The main thing is, have they got any injured players on the pitch? Doesn't look like it. And the answer is obvious. Inverness Caledonian Thistle. Oh, brilliant. I love it. I was at Sheffield United and they had good money and a decent squad. There you go. That's a good shout from Stevie. Sheffield United, good money and a decent squad. It does depend though. Stuart's right. What kind of save are you doing? Do you want to do a rebuild with a bit of a downtrodden team and try and get them promoted and whatever? Or do you want something that's a little bit more not say easy. There's no easy games in Football Manager, but did a Burnley say for 9 years, won back-to-back Prem titles? My word, that's some feat, isn't it? With Burnley. Right, come on, let's go positive. I feel like the Gegenpress it's elevated us a little bit, but not a lot. So we were losing 1-0 again. But once again, like I say, it's been disallowed. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's absolutely fine. We've had one shot at the moment. 2 now, 1 on target. Okay, Kinzit's got the ball. Come on, let's see if we can build something here. Let's start playing some nice football. Rutherford with the ball now. Good player, Rutherford. Into the box. Sliding the ball across. Referee. I mean, that was the most blatant penalty you've ever seen. But of course, we didn't get that. But it doesn't matter because we've scored a goal. Rutherford there. I'm bigging her up and she scores a goal. We're winning 1-0. I don't know what my phone's doing tonight. It's making all kinds of strange noises. Right, okay. Moving into half time. Can we go in at half time 2-0 up? Can we get that second all-important second goal? Nice ball out to Bull. Bull's going to whip it in the box. And a header. No penalty. No, nothing. Right, okay. Birmingham coming away. Going to watch this Lindstrom. She looks a bit of a dangerous player, doesn't she? Oh, Gordon Bennett. 1-1. We don't seem very good at stopping the ball in the back of the net. And every goal that we get conceded it's a worldie. We've had a few of them tonight. Don't let them get the second now before half time because that would be a killer. Very close. Right, come on, let's go in at half time. Birmingham are really turning the screw now, aren't they? 8 shots, 3 on target, twice our XG. Right, okay, we are going to be disappointed. I need to start cracking the whip here because it's not good enough, this. Right, okay. How's that Primer playing? 7.1. She's doing okay out on that left-hand side. Right. If you have joined the live stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I'm managing Portsmouth Ladies. Yeah, ladies team for the first time in FM26. And Lucy Johnson there has been kicked from behind, and once again, the referee doesn't give a penalty. So we're getting absolutely nothing, are we? Was that a good save by Gray? I think it was, wasn't it? We need to be careful with this Birmingham team. I mean, they're a better team than us. Obviously, they're in 5th position, but there's the. We're now losing 2-1 after being 1-0 in the lead. That Lindstrom is so quick. Let's give them a demand more. Shame that first goal was a nice little goal, wasn't it? And Sheffield United are beating Nottingham Forest at the moment. So that'll be their first win of the season. Right, I don't know. I'm playing a 4-2-3-1, so I don't know what else I can do. How old is Primer? 21. Right, Jones is only a 2.5 star, 31 years old. She's reasonably quick though. Right, we're going to go 2 strikers. Primer is going to go as an attacking mid. We're going to do a 4-2-2-2. Bull Wilding can come in on that right hand side. Yep, that happened. Okay, what does Jones like to play? She likes to play as a centre forward. Right, Hornby is left-footed. Okay, so let's switch those 2 over. Hornby can be a poacher, and she can be a centre forward. Okay. So Primer in here likes to do a channel midfielder. Right, so we're going to have her as a second striker. She can be a channel midfielder, and then Barker can be a deep line playmaker. Let's hold her back. I think losing Cone has been a big blow for us at the back. Primer is very tired. 68 minutes. Let's just see if that makes a difference for 10 minutes or so. Go on, Rutherford. Stick it in. Nope. Nope. Oh, we won it. We won it. Premier. It's not happening, is it? I mean, it's not a position, but let's put escort there. And who else can we bring in? Rowbotham. Johnson Milner was injured, wasn't she? So let's bring Collins in. Seems like the ladies just lack that quality in the final third. Yeah, it is quite a poor team, this, isn't it? There's no doubt about it. It is quite a poor team. She's 27, so she's not trainable. Yeah, quite a poor team. But like I say, it might be just getting ourselves over the line. He might take a few seasons this to get us out of WSL2. In fact, it probably is going to do, because we're not a great team, are we, at all? Oh, come on, Ponytail. Bloody hell. You just let that striker then run right past you. Come on, you need to work hard. Get it in. No flag? Come on. Emma Jones. 2-2. Ponytail at the back though needs to sort herself out. Otherwise, is that who was it with the ponytail at the back? It's this one here, number 15. Is she that Humphreys? Come on, let's give them another demand more. Good head. Again, heads. Good. No, you're letting him. Oh, you look what you've done again. My God, can we stop these worldies going in? Oh, for God's sake. Do me a bloody favour. So we got ourselves back into that game. Oh, we're bloody angry again. Is she number 15, that Greta Humphreys? Can't tell. So Sheffield United got their first win of the season. I don't think I've ever had a on this good with a mid-table, as I say, predicted. We played 14 games and won them all. Bloody hell. I wish I could say that. If you have just joined the live stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I'm managing Portsmouth Ladies and having a bit of a horror of a time, if I'm honest. Bit of a horror of a time. It's not going well, Liz, at all. Next game up is Durham. Look at this. We've fallen back again, haven't we? We've fallen back again. Durham in 7th place. Hiya, Trev. Frustrating, I think, is, if you want it in one word, frustrating. We're losing games to worldy goals every game. They're just shooting from outside the penalty area, and they're going in the back of the net every single time. Right, what do we have in the reserves? Do we have anybody in the reserves? One player, Emily Pittman, and she's long-term injured. Great. Marvellous. How are we looking financially now? We've still got 36 grand in the bank. Maybe the board will give me a little bit of that. And this might be your toughest save yet. You're right, Stevie. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's thinking cap time, isn't it? I'm going to have to really work hard at this. I mean, if I was to create another, what are they recommended? They're still recommending the Gegenpress. Route 1. I don't want to play Route 1 or park the bus. I mean, that's so they're recommending a Gegenpress or Route 1 and park the bus. I mean, you couldn't get more. Right, let's set up a Gegenpress, but I'm going to go a 4-2-2-2, I think. Right, we're going to do that. Formation out of possession. 4-2-2-2 again. Right, okay. I tell you what, I haven't heard from Mr. Ed for a while. He'll be screaming at you now. Oh, God. 36,000 in the bank. Never seen a bank balance so low. Yeah, but this is why I wanted to do a women's save, because obviously the dynamics are totally different. And, you know, I think it's nice to mix it up sometimes. So, I mean, I think 36,000 in WSL2 is probably okay. Right, okay. Well, we know Primer can play there. Hornby, I think we said he's left-footed, yeah. And so we'll bring Shepherd. Can Shepherd? She can't. That's how old is she? 27. She's a good player as well, isn't she? I mean, do we still play her out there then? It's not really a 4-2-2-2 then, though, is it? Well, actually, maybe it still is. Shepherd out there. Oh, I don't know. I've not really got the players to do that, have I? I mean, I'd play Jones up top. How tall is she, Jones? Did she score that goal with a head? 5'9", jumping reach of 11, heading of 11. Centre forward. And Hornby can be the poacher. Okay, Shepherd is not good in there, but I need to try something different. I think this keeper is, I think that's why. I think the game, sometimes the game, when it shows you things, it's the game's interpretation of something. And I think the interpretation there is that this Gray is not a good goalkeeper. So the fact that they're slinging shot, I've never seen, I don't think, so many worldies scored. I mean, how many we had tonight? There were at least 3 or 4 tonight worldies scored. And I think that's just showing that the goalkeeper is pretty hopeless. How tall is she? She's 6'2". 25-year-old. When's her contract up? Right, so she's going at the end of the season. See, Escort is a very good player, but Okay, well, I've got options there, haven't I? Primmett and Shepherd. Rutherford 6.72. It's difficult, this. It's really, really difficult. So I think North is very left-footed. Let's put that Peacock in next to. I don't want a box-to-box there. Just a DM then. So Primer, can she playmate? Passing of 11, vision of 10, winger. Playmaking winger, not really. Shepherd. Right. She can definitely playmake. What footed is she? Right-footed. Primer, left-footed. Okay, let's switch those two over then. So she can be a playmaker and she can be a second striker. Let's try and get as many bodies in the box as we can. These two hopefully can just sit back. Player instructions. Right, let's put Mark tighter there. And the same for Kinzit as well. Out of possession. Mark tighter. And also let's press more as well. We need to try and stop these long shots coming in. Play your backup keeper, see how that goes. She's only 5'9". What's the comparison? Okay, as a goalkeeper, there is no comparison, is there really? Right, okay. Good shout, that, Stuart. Good shout. Right, let's put her in goal. What does she like to do? She likes to be a ball-playing goalkeeper. But do we want to be Fancy Swansea, or do we want to be... Let's just have her as a goalkeeper. Right, okay. Hutchins, Humphreys, Woolley we could do with... Wilding. Can we get her back into the team again, Wilding? Johnson is the best left back in. That's North. And we've still got Cone out. It's a big blow, that, Cone being out. Very, very big blow. Right, okay, so what was the... I want to get Woolley in the team. We don't really need Nixon, do we? I'm going to try this 4-2-2-2 and see what happens. Right, okay, let's give that a save. I should never have told you about that winning streak. Just drew 8 to Watford. One thing I've learnt, Stuart, in Football Manager is never open your gob and that's not easy for me. I don't call myself the gobby gaffer for nothing. But as soon as you open your mouth and say something, it's guaranteed the complete opposite will happen. Right, let's have a look at both. Okay, Hornby up front. Primer. Jones and Shepherd. I think we'll drop Primer to there. Out of possession. Trev, the FM is always listening, yeah. It's just the FM Black Magic working once again. Right, okay. So did we do all of this? The next game we said was, oh yeah, Durham. Yeah, we did some rest, didn't we? Did some rest. We didn't do any rest at all. Let's not do any rest. Let's them have some training. We've got squad. We've got mentoring on the go, haven't we? Yeah. Right. Okay. What time is it? Oh, it's not even 10 o'clock yet. Transfer deadline in 1 week. If only we could spend some money. Oops, wrong one. £700 a week. Over. I mean, I could spend ages trying to find maybe a goalkeeper that we could have free. Or maybe it's more important to have a good central defender, possibly. We're not going to get 15s, are we? We're not even going to get 12s. Let's jump in reach down to 10. Heading down to 11. Nope. Everything down to 11. Okay, we've got... no. It's weird because like the first batch of games that I played, we were hopeless. Changed to 4-2-3-1 Gegenpress, and in the last episode, we did okay. But it's all gone pear-shaped again now, hasn't it? All gone pear-shaped again. Right, Cone has resumed full training, so that's good news. Portsmouth chairperson looking to step aside. Potential board takeover. That could be interesting. We're not bleeding money though, are we? We've still got 36 grand in the bank, so we're not bleeding money, which is a good thing. Okay, thanks for coming in, Stevie. Thanks very much, Stevie. Thanks for your contributions. That's why you don't say click opposing player's name mid-match. They're almost guaranteed to score against you. Yeah, I know. It's I'm just a bit worried about Sheffield United because once again I opened my big gob and said, oh well, while Sheffield United have not won a game, then we're all right, aren't we? And they've now won a game, so they're now only 7 points behind us. But I'm sure FM will be pushing them up now. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? If I get a thumbnail that says sacked, then I'll probably get 2,000 clicks on my next live stream. So what's the worst that can happen? Rowbottom wants first team football. 25-year-old. I'll let you go in the next window because at the end of the day, I mean, I'm guessing that message. Oh, right. Okay, then. I mean, what a stupid message that was because she's out of contract in 150 days. I mean, come on, code these things in properly. It makes the game look stupid and silly. Okay, Durham incoming, and they are 19 points. We are 13. So Southampton have already played, got beat at home by Palace, which you would expect. So a win in this game would take us above Southampton. And I've actually get sacked to put it in the thumbnail, just tease a possibility of a sack. I've had a few today that I follow quite a few people obviously on YouTube, and there's one or two of them who they like put this clickbaity title on every time, and I was a sucker for it at the beginning. I used to click on it every time, and then nothing like that happened at all. And now I'm like, yeah, okay, then fine, whatever. Relate to well, reprimand her, shall we? Why not? This is gonna be though. I think Stevie's hit the nail on the head. It could be one of my toughest saves ever. This, I think I might have bitten off a little bit more than I can chew here. I'm usually quite good at getting teams who are in lower leagues. I'm usually quite good at getting them promoted, but this one is very tough. Right, let's see if we can. I mean, Shepherd can't play there, but in reality, a player can play. Even a goalkeeper could play centre forward if they had to do, couldn't they? Football Manager, not so much. Right, let's give this a try. And Rowbottom is unhappy. Right, well, let's bring Cone in then. I mean, Cone is not even on a fitness, Cone is not even on a fitness. Do we risk her? I think we risk her. Okay, if you have joined the live stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026. And for the first time in FM26, I am managing a ladies team. I'm managing the Portsmouth Ladies team. And, well, they are, media prediction is to very, 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 very definitely get relegated. So I've got my work cut out. But if there is anybody in the live stream who would like to subscribe to my channel, would be very grateful for that. I am aiming for 2,000 subscribers. It is a way off yet, but every little helps. So if you could subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, and then come in and say hello as well. Nobody bites in here. We're all quite a friendly bunch. Right, okay, 4-2-2-2-2. We've done away with the wingers. Let's see if we can play through the middle. Get bodies in the box. Surely the more bodies are in the box, the more shots we get on target, the more chance we've got of scoring a goal. Durham are actually the better of the two teams at the moment, though. Playing in the white shirts. Come on, Wilding. You let that ball run past you then. Well done, Wilding. She heard me. See, look. Now you're giving the ball away again there. Oh my God. This team, if I had any hair, this team are going to have me tearing my bloody hair out. Gordon Bennett, are they bad? Come on. Sort yourselves out. In fact, we're going to go attacking. Come on. Sort yourselves out. Sheffield United are at home to Charlton. Let's keep an eye on that score. If Sheffield United stay bottom, we can't get relegated. So as much as we need to pick the points up, we need them to keep losing games. And then hopefully I can try and build my own team for next season. Yeah. That microphone is sticking up too much there. It's spring loaded, but it keeps gently spinning itself back in. Or maybe I should have it in shot. It looks quite professional, doesn't it? It looks like you've got a professional microphone, which I have. But I don't like it in shot. I don't know why. Right, come on, we're going to give them a demand more again. We're not playing well in this game once more. Even the 4-2-2-2 doesn't seem to be doing it, does it? Nope, it's all Durham. All Durham. And yet we got a draw against Newcastle, who were top of the league at the time. Oh my word. Oh, and now we've given a penalty away. Could it get any worse, this? That was a great ball into the box then. I mean, I'm talking about going narrow and doing away with the wingers, and then Johnson comes up with a cracking cross and gets us back in the game again. That was a lovely goal. Who scored that one? Look at that. Wow. And Jones again. She's obviously good in the air, isn't she? I think she's only 5'9", 5'10", but she's obviously very good in the air. I think that's 2 goals she scored with her head now. Okay, 3 shots, 2 on target. We're starting to move a little bit now. Come on, I'm going to fire him up. Come on, fire it up. Come on, stick the ball in the back of the net before half time. Right, we're going to encourage them. Come on. They've all listened keenly. Listening keenly. That's what we like. Come on. Keenly listen there. Come on. Has it sunk in? Durham with the ball. Okay, right. Right, we've had 8 shots, 9 now, 3 on target. We're picking it up a little bit. We're picking up a little bit. I can feel a winner here. I can feel it in my water. A winner's coming here. Come on, demanding more. We're attacking. Shall we go very attacking? We're going very attacking. My word, this is the most adventurous I've been in Football Manager for months. A Gobby Gaffer team going very attacking. What's happening with the world? Right, we might need to make some changes here. Right, make some changes. Okay, my 2 DMs very tired indeed. I think I might have had Jones and my Sunderland women say, believe I played her as a left wing though, right? Was it Joe? Oh, Jones. Jones, left wing. Oh yeah, okay, yep. With it, Trev. She can play left wing. Right, so Shepherd's on a 6.32. Okay, let's bring Rutherford on in place of Shepherd. Wilding is tiring. We don't want to wear her out, so Bull can come on there. And Dahu, this midfield really needs sorting out. We've got 2 very, very good DMs, and then after that we've got nothing. Estcourt can only play in the centre. Okay, caution to the wind. We're going to do that. So what are we going to have Estcourt playing as? Right, let's have her as a playmaker, and then Rutherford can come on and do second striker. We're getting everybody in the box. Everybody's in the box. Right, Estcourt. Yeah, she can drop down there. Primer and Rutherford. Yes, we'll do that. Okay, let's have a look. 4 changes made. Right. We're going for it now. We're going for it. An away win here would be immense. Can we get an away win? 9 shots, 3 on target. XG is very good. 4 corners. Possession's been a little bit low. Durham. Right, come on. Go on, Lucy Johnson. Go on. Oh, it's a ball forward. Go on, Hornby. Go on. Try again. Try again. Primer. Lovely ball. Oh, Rutherford. Come on. You're meant to be one of the best players in the team. No. No, don't do it in game. Don't do it in game. Right, Durham coming forward now. Oh, they've given the ball away. Go on, Cone. This could be big. Getting Cone back in the team could be very, very big for us. Come on, Lucy Johnson again. Oh, she's lost it. No. Oh, she's won it back again. Come on, Lucy. Go on, Lucy. You can do it. Ooh, get your head on it. No. Hey up. Hey up. It's going in. This is going in. It's going in this time. No, it's not. You can tell, can't you, when you're managing a team that's not that great, because stuff like that just never works. Durham again. They're going to win this 2-1, aren't they, Durham? Durham again. Should I go defensive here? Oh! Oh, she likes punching the ball, this girl, doesn't she? Dragged it wide again. That was all her fault, that goalkeeper. Catch the bloody thing. Oh, it's Durham again. Give the ball away. Watch that. Watch that side there. Come on. Go on, Primer. Go on. Play a ball forward now. Oh, she's off. Oh, lovely ball that. Oh, bit wide, bit wide, bit wide. Oh, it's gone out. No. Come on, we're not that bad. Oh, bloody hell. Kick her. Kick her. Jesus. Corner. Where did that ball go out then? She's done it again. What is she doing, this keeper? Oh my God. What's her punching tendency? I bet it's about 19. We've lost this game 2-1. If you have joined the live stream, I am playing the console version of Football Manager 2026 and struggling very, very badly with Portsmouth Ladies. And we are going down to another defeat. Go with your backup in the next game. She is the backup, Trev. But because the other keeper was hopeless, I put her in net, and that was one of the worst goalkeeping performances I've ever seen in Football Manager, I think. What's her punching tendency? 15. She's got a punching tendency of 15. When does the transfer window shut? Yeah, well, but she's not very good. She isn't very good. Yeah, she's on £875 away. They're not going to let her go, are they? I'm just having a look through to see if any of the top teams have got anything at all, but the goalkeeping situation could cost me dearly here. Any goalkeepers available to bring in on a free? Well, the problem I've got, so the reason I'm looking at loans, Trev, is to try and get them to pay the wages because I haven't got the wages. I'm £700 a week over the budget. I mean, I could try it. You never know. There might be a really old goalkeeper who'll come in for next to no money. Gonna go. Yeah, thanks for coming in, Stuart. Thanks for contributing, mate. Go further over budget, survive, don't get relegated. Yeah, I mean, it's a good point. Actually, we've got 55k in the bank now. So some TV money must have come in or something. Right, so what if the problem is that it's like work permits as well, isn't it? That's a big problem. Contract status expired. Is it Australian? Will she need work permit needed? Yes. So she's not going to get a work permit, is she? No cap. So she ain't going to get a work permit. She's a good keeper, but she ain't going to get a work permit. They both need work permits as well. Look at just UK and Ireland. Wanted work permit then. Yeah, yeah. She's only 17, her. Nina Wilson, 26 years old, so a bit more experience. Mia Smith. Courtney Ingram. No. Well, I suppose we could scout her, but I don't want to do that. It's Jessica Gray. The problem is how much money is she going to want? And obviously in the summer, I am going to go out and sign a better keeper. I mean, as a goalkeeper, she is better, Courtney Ingram. She's only 5'7" though, and we're getting done with that, with those worldies all the time. And Gray is 6'2", so if she's getting done with him, a 5'7" one's going to get done. I don't think there's anything there, if I'm honest. This is getting desperate, this now. Ipswich in 7 days' time. They are 7th. Okay, saving grace is Sheffield United did get beat. What's her jumping reach? Who was it? Was it Courtney Ingram? She's got a jumping reach of 14. I mean, I don't know. Courtney Ingram. So she's made 25 appearances, conceded 35. She's only had 3 clean sheets, which is on a 7.21. And she's made 19 appearances, conceded 33, only 2 clean sheets, 6.53. She's only a hot prospect, so she might not cost very much. £150 a week. Only on a 1-year contract as well. That's interesting. I don't know whether that'll go through in time. Well, I've got me a new goalkeeper. Whether she'll be able to save us or not, I don't know. She's only 20. So we just about sneaked her in then. Right, what time is it now? I think. Yeah, I think we might make this the last game of the evening. Got through some games tonight. It's been an absolutely abysmal night. Where did we start? Bristol City we started, didn't we? So we've actually not won a game all night then. Those are two friendlies. How tall is the goalkeeper? 5'9", I think. 5'9". That so believe it or not, she was whinging she wasn't getting enough game time. When is her contract up? Thank God for that. Can we not get rid of her any quicker? Can we release her? Yeah, I want her out of my club. I just want her out of my club because that goalkeeping performance that she's just put in was one of the worst goalkeeping performances I have ever seen in Football Manager. She cost us a goal and she just would. The board are blocking it, are they? The board have blocked her departure. Not enough money in the budget to cover the cost. Okay, fine. Crystal Palace, who are, I think they're top of WSL2, are just beaten United. I had to do something, Mike, though, because I had to do something. City have got beat as well. So is it that's so the final of the FA Cup is going to be Chelsea versus it's the League Cup. Sorry, the League Cup final is Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. Not enough money. It costs 5k and there's 55k in the bank. I know, Trev, but I stopped looking at things like that ages ago because you just know what the game's doing. It's just basically putting bosses in your way, isn't it? Right, let's play this last game now. Ipswich at home, and we'll come back tomorrow night and do it all again. If there is anybody who's joined the live stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and for the first time in FM26, I'm managing a ladies team, and it's Portsmouth Ladies, and this is probably one of the hardest saves I've ever done in Football Manager. I could still get sacked here, I reckon. If we don't win a game soon, I could still get sacked. Because Sheffield United are only 7 points behind us. And there are 22? There's 8 games to play. Sheffield United have actually just played a game there against Sunderland and got beat again because they're on 6 points. If we can win this, it might be a very, very important. Oh, yeah, it's there. Sunderland 3, Sheffield United 0. This could be a very, very big win if we can get a win in this game. When is this next game? Oh, it's today. So how are Ipswich doing? So they've scored 15 and 15 against. 20 points. They've won one game in the last 5. They've lost the last 2. Now let's bring Rutherford in for a game. What footed is Rutherford? Left. But Prim is left as well, isn't she? She's reasonable on her right. She's very weak on her right. Okay, let's switch those 2 around. Let's have her as a second striker. Let's get as many bodies as we can in the box. And we'll make Barker the deep line playmaker. Rowbotham is unhappy. Peacock central defence. I haven't had to work as hard as this in a Football Manager save for a long, long time. And it's snowing to make things even better. Okay, back in the blue with the Red Sox. Okay, it's all Ipswich up to now as expected. Oh, I've not changed the goalkeeper. Oh, huge mistake. I'm not changed the goalkeeper. Huge mistake. I've got that young kid I've just brought in as well. I don't want her anywhere near my club at all. This punching is... I've never seen anything like it in Football Manager. Oh, that's a big mistake. What is the point of signing her on deadline day and then not putting her in the team? Massive mistake, that. screwed up there. Played Lucy Johnson. She's meant to be a very good player here as well. That what's she called? Kinzet. Gives the ball away in midfield. Oh, own goal. Come on. Come on, well, you know, we'll anything, we'll take anything. If the ball slips on a snowflake and ends up in the top corner, we'll take it. Come on, do a football. Yeah, anything. If the goalkeeper slips on a snowflake, anything will do. Let's give the demand more. Believe it or not, Kinzer, who's just given the ball away in midfield, he's on a 7. Both my DMs, though, are on 7s, looking very, very good at the moment. But it is Ipswich with a free kick. You're having a laugh, aren't you? You're having a laugh. I have to say the graphics look amazing with the snow. Look at the snow. The snow looks incredible. Kin's a very good player, yeah. I mean, she's on a 7 in this game. I just think that I think Football Manager's match engine sometimes has to portray things in a certain way, and it's limited in what it can do. So maybe her giving the ball away is just a reflection on how poor the team is. Oh, I thought we were going to give a pen away then. Can we get an equaliser? The problem is our goalkeeper and defence is absolute shambles. Even if we got an equaliser here, we'd still lose it 3-2. Now, you see, their goalkeeper fumbled that one. Did we get a header in? No, we didn't. We didn't score from it. They got a lucky break. We didn't. I'm a bit lost here. I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. Ipswich give the ball away. Can we do anything with it? I think we're so poor. Probably not. No, you see that ball forward then. Penalty ref? No. Megan Hornby. 2-2. Right, we're going to go back to this 4-2-3-1, I think. We're putting Primer out there, Rutherford in there, Barker, Kinzet. Right, we're going to bring Escort in. She's going to play there. Lucy Shepherd is going to go out on that side. I recognise a lot of these players think I had a Hornbit in my Sunderland women's save. Did you really? Bloody hell. And it's a very, very poor team, this. Right, so we've got Primer. Primer needs to go there. Escort pulled back. Rutherford is Rutherford. We're actually going to move her over there. Rutherford can go in there. Oldham, Kinset, Shepherd, Rutherford, Escort. Now let's do that. Shepherd out there. Rutherford, Hornby, Wilding, North and Cone are swapped. Cone is right-footed. Right, okay. Escort and Kinset. Yep. Rutherford drops in there. Right, okay. In possession. Okay, we've made 3 changes there. That 4-2-2-2 I don't think is working very well. Right, let's do that. If anybody has joined the live stream, this is the last game of the evening. We are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026 and I'm managing Portsmouth Ladies. If there is anybody still left in the live stream who's not subscribed to my channel, I would be very grateful if you could. Aiming for 2,000 subscribers. Got a way to go yet, but it's little by little, and hopefully I'll put a few on tonight. We'll be live streaming again tomorrow night. Maybe put a few on then as well. I'm loving the snow. The snow on the roof of the stand and the snow behind. That's it's a shame they can't get the coding right in the match engine in the game. You know, I mean, what? Give us a win. Come on, I'm pleading here. I'm pleading with you. Give me a win. Oh my God. Footed. Wants to play as a deep line forward, but she can play quite a few roles. Come on, just give me a win. Just give me a win. You're not going to do it, are you? 16 shots, 10 on target, and you're not going to give me the win. Great ball forward. This time it's not going to go out of play. Woolley onto it. Ball. Come on, give me the win. Give me the win. Give me the win. Yes! Come on! Come on! 3-2. Don't head the ball. Oh, it's all right. We won it back. Keep possession now. Keep possession. Corner flag. It's all right. Just keep possession. Come on, referee. Oh! It's at the right end of the pitch, though. It's at the right end of the pitch. My word, that was needed. You're going to get a delighted for that. Wow. Wow, that's moved us up a place. We've gone above Forest now. We're in 8th place. And that's now put us 10 points above Sheffield United. So important that. Let me just save that before the bloody PS5 blows up, knowing my luck. Right. So how many games have we got left now? 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 7 games left. How many have we played tonight? We played that Bristol City one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we should actually finish the season tomorrow night. The problem is we've got Newcastle away next. But we have got Sheffield United there. That could be a big one. That's the important game. None of these really matter. That's the important game. If we can get a win against Sheffield United, what did we do at home? They got a 1-1 out of us. Really? We must be bloody awful. Right. Okay. So that next game now is on the 15th. I'm not going to do any rest days now. Although weirdly, apparently we're playing Newcastle and Bristol City. Oh no, hold on a minute. There's 4 weeks off. Must be internationals. 15th of Feb, 15th of March. We've got 4. Right, okay. So before I forget, we need to get some friendlies in there. So the 15th of Feb, we'll have one on the 22nd. Tonians. So that's what, the 22nd. 28th. Rugby Borough. And then we're playing the 15th of March. 15th of March. Playing there, right, so we'll go on the 8th. Barrytown United. Okay, so they've accepted those. The other thing I need to do as well is make sure I've got that new keeper in goal. Where's she gone? She'll have gone in there. She'll have gone in here, won't she? I bet. Reserve squad. Yep, Courtney Ingham. Let's move her to the senior squad. Well, we got a draw with Newcastle, but we have got to play them at their place now. So, right, goalkeeper. Nope. Did I do that? I did do that, didn't I? Put her in the first team. Why is she not appearing? Have I left it on? I bet I've left it on. I have. I've left it on now. It's getting late at night. Making mistakes now. Goalkeepers. Great. There she is. Ingham. Right. Okay. Right. We'll try once more. Can we go for a mutual termination then? Can we do that even? Will the game let me do that? Because she's literally the worst goalkeeper I've ever had. Oh, she's been taken ill. She's unwilling to terminate the contract. Fair enough. Okay, you know where you stand, don't you? Have I checked this? Yeah, she's out of contract, 138 days. Okay. So I've dropped to 42k in the bank now. I don't want to keep doing that. It's that box I need to click on. £875 over the wage budget. Right. So there are some decisions to be made about this squad. Because obviously all of these players are all out of contract. And there are one or two in there who are quite decent. Megan Hornby being one of them. 17 appearances, 9 goals, 1 assist, 6.89. Tia Primer as well. I wouldn't really like to lose her. £370 a week. She's very, very useful, her. She only scored 1 goal, but she's assisted 6, 6.91, and she's only 21. I mean, dare we try and give her a new contract? Okay, she's waiting for us to secure safety. Okay, I mean, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. You know, that's quite realistic. I like that. That's realistic. Unlike some things in the game, that is realistic. I'll take that one. Right, okay. So I think we are going to leave it there. Right, there's nothing to do in there. Let's give that a save. Okay. If there is anybody left in the live stream, if you've not subscribed, it would greatly help my channel if you would do. Give the video a like, and I will be back tomorrow night now, 7:30 once again, with this Portsmouth Ladies, and we should finish the season, I think, tomorrow night. 7 games. Is it 7 games? 7 games to play, so we should finish it. Okay, thanks to everybody who came in. Thanks to everybody who commented and kept me going through this live stream. However long it's been, 3 hours, 40 minutes. So it's not going well at all, but I need to build my own squad, I think, for next season and then see how we can do. Because normally I don't do as badly as this. It is going quite badly. Okay, once again, thanks to everybody who came in, and I will be ending the stream, if I can find my mouse. I'll be ending the stream, and like I say, I will see you tomorrow at 7:30, and we'll do it all again.